Hi everyone, it's Kasia from Tarot Map, and welcome to August. I had a weird month in July, but August has come, and I hope it's going to be better. I don't know. I just hope it's going to be different, really. I hope you're all doing well. I just thought I touch base because, to be honest, I really enjoy summer here, so I'm not really drawn too much to sitting at home doing research, making videos. I travel a lot with my husband. We go to places where internet connection is not very good. We swim in lakes and visit nature and just hang out with friends and enjoy the peak of the summer here in Europe. But I thought with beginning of the month, I would like to share with you what I usually do at the beginning of each month. And the decks that I use might change, but most for the probably last year, I have used monthly these two decks. And these are two oracle decks. One is the Wisdom Keepers Oracle by Rosie Anders, who's this? Sorry, by Rosie Aronson, and Alana Fairchild's Wild Quanine Oracle, which I love. So these two decks, what I usually do, I pick a monthly card for a month. So I just shuffle the deck, and while I'm shuffling, so these instructions are for people who are maybe new to cards, and if you are, then welcome to my channel. For the rest of you, you just do whatever do whatever feels right. But as a general guidance, I just shuffle the cards. You can riffle shuffle if you want. You can just overhand shuffle, however it feels easier. And while you're shuffling, just focus on the energies that are important for you for the month of August. So after I focus on that particular subject, I just pick one card. And with this Wisdom Keepers Oracle, they are actually like 64 Phases of Awakening. That's how Rosie calls them. And they're based on the Gene Keys by Richard Rudd. And each of the wisdom keepers, so I pulled discrimination for August. Each of the wisdom keepers comes with a partner attached to it, so they work in pairs. So let's just check 12 for discrimination. And in the book, which is really cool, very well written, you have a little quote, and then you have the gift, shadow, and CD, so like the highest expression of that particular archetypal energy, and then the programming partner is 11. So usually what I do, I just look for 11 through the deck, and then I put both of those cards on my altar and just keep thinking, about the energy of these two cards or this particular colors, sometimes the little symbols that come with the card. I just keep checking up with those two wisdom keepers during the month of August and just see how they respond to my life. So number 12, so this guy, discrimination, the quote says, to discriminate is to know inherently what and who is healthy for you in life. So this is about healthy discrimination. Gift is discrimination, shadow is vanity. So sometimes we do something just because, I don't know, we feel like somebody is worshipping us, let's say. So we kind of know it's not very kind of good for us, but because of vanity, we go for it and enjoy it, And CD, so the highest expression is purity. And the programming partner to discrimination is idealism. So for me, this is this a healthy idealism, and idealism that sometimes can stop you or block you or make you feel like, you know, when I think of idealism, I can think of like Jupiter opposition Moon, or Moon in opposition to Venus or something. When you have like this idealistic expectations to life without being able to healthy discriminate what is actually good for your life. So um, these two are great like that. So let's check 11. So the lady from idealism, she says the only thing needed for magic to occur is some form of structure and an open mind. So here also it's about this open third eye, you know, about seeing and being able to imagine things. And once you are able to imagine things, hopefully reality will take shape of your imagination, your vision. So the gift of her is idealism, shadow is obscurity, and the CD, so the highest expression, is light. And in each of the card you have like a little story, and then you have my gift to you. So basically um, the person kind of speaks in a first person, so I am here to remind you of the incredible power and potential of your receptive, abundant, feminine, magical, tribal, dreaming mind, and so on and so forth. And then you also have questions for contemplation. So with idealism, let's just check the list. Maybe there is something which inspires you as well. Do you tend to get too lost in fantasy or not take your dreams seriously enough? Is it time to let go of a fantasy that keeping you from living and enjoying your actual life? Is it time to take an old, perhaps forbidden or unrealistic dream out of the closet and give it expression? Find a light totem that holds energy of one of your deepest dreams or ideals. Find a way to wear or carry it so you can have it with you as long as you want. So basically, it is between idealism, our visions, and healthy discrimination, what's good for us in our life. And let me just check the questions for contemplation when it comes to discrimination. So he asked, what masks do you wear in your everyday life? What do you fear or hope might happen if you took off the masks? How does your inner elitist express itself? Do you sometimes think that you are more evolved than others? Oops, I sometimes do. but I catch myself thinking this, and then I think straight away, oh, just shut up, Kasha. Do you keep these thoughts to yourself, or do they sometimes leak out with malice? Be honest. No, no malice there. Do you have a good sense of discrimination? Do you know who or what is healthy for you? How do you know that? I think I trust myself a lot, but I've gone through a few lessons in my life when I had to let go of friends, when I had to let go of people I thought they were my friends. Then I had to let go of lovers that weren't very supportive to my evolving, budding womanhood, you know. So, yeah, that's interesting. Start listening to your voice when you speak. Notice how much of your pure heart is in it and is in what you say. If there is a lack of heart, there may be a form of vanity present that isn't serving you. So yes, these two cards go up on my altar for the August. And then I always, because I kind of, I love this oracle, the Wild Connie oracle. And I love this artwork. It's by, I know you all know it, but it's by Wang Yiguang. And this deck is, for some reason, I had a really great experience with this deck. I've made a video about it a long time ago, but I really enjoy this deck, and maybe it's because I'm kind of striving for Kuan Yin's energy. It's something that inspires me and that I aspire to, and part of me really loves the gentle fierceness and the soft, like power through softness approach. I'm much yeah, it's just a wonderful mix of strength and kindness. So this is something which I would love to build up in me, because I know I have it, but you know, some people have easier access to it, and I feel like I'm much more fiery and kind of go, 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 and let's do it. And this kind of softness sometimes seems maybe even boring, or I don't give enough space for it to express itself. I'm not sure. Once I keep growing up and getting older, it's much easier for me to actually access this energy, but it's still something which I hold like an ideal, and that's lovely to have an inspiration and a symbol that you can use in your meditations that you aspire to. So then I pick, thinking about August, um, one card, and this is Priestess of Perfect Pairing makes the match. Just thought like that's a perfect pairing, and now she made the match. But here I kind of see two sheep, so it could be about relationships quite a lot in the month of August. She's kind of like overlooking it from, so having a overview and not being too narrow-minded and too kind of stuck in your point of view. I can sense from this that she's kind of inspiring me and encouraging me to like lift up when there is sometimes maybe um, perfect pairing. So where there's two different versions, two different people, two different opinions, just lift above that and see it from an overview, like bird's view, because she seems to be above the mountains and looking at the two sheep. So let's just see what the book has to say. The book is written, I kind of got used to it, but here you have in the beginning, uh, in the first person, so the Connie kind of speaks to you. I see the true nature of all beings and bring to them the perfect match. So let's just see, I just go through it like very quickly. It comes with a signifier of divine intervention in matters of relationships. She will bring together those who can create opportunities for healing and learning through relationships. So it doesn't have to be a romantic relationship, it can be a friendly cooperation, it can be a relationship between client and a tarot reader, or it can be a relationship that we just, maybe create over internet or online, who knows, over YouTube. Instead of deciding straight away what a person or connection is meant to teach you, be willing to cultivate some patience along with your curiosity. Allow yourself to be shown, let the relationship reveal itself to you, and be open to perceive what is rather than attempting to shape it accordingly to your will. Then you will see the truth of what is in your life and how you can grow through it. You will accept that divine gift because you will begin to understand what is it and receive its healing grace. So there's also a healing process at the end of each description of a card. So we'll see a little bit, like look at things, at your relationships from above, but not from high horse. Just don't get too narrow-minded and fixated on one side of the story. Have a bird overview and the pairing of idealism and healthy discrimination. So that's my August. I wanted to also show you, and I wanted to pick also the Weaver Oracle. And I have to say, Caroline wrote in her book, Caroline Heiler, she wrote in her book that the weavers didn't want to come in summer months to her, and I can so get it. I think they love mist, they love fog, they love falling leaves, they like a little bit of mystery through, colder months. And right now it's so hot here. I'm sitting in aircon, it's like nearly 40 degrees. And to be honest, I don't feel like playing with cards much. I'm just kind of really want to take it easy. I have worked quite a lot on my readings, on my Etsy shop. Thank you so much for all the love I received from you and for the orders. But I also wanted to show you, I just went through all my papers, and this is like my certificate of the master seminar series in the techniques of astrological delineation and counseling, which I've done in Australia over the 2006 and 2007. It was the 2-year long course that I studied with Alan Oken and Maggie Kerr. She's a brilliant astrologer from Australia, and he's a brilliant and famous astrologer from the USA. And I have to say that this course was just so wonderful. I also have to say that I have forgotten quite a lot of things. I just went through all my notes and just checked some things out, and I thought, wow, have I even learned that? Wow. So anyway, I just wanted to show off, I think. Okay, let's just pick one weaver for the month of August. So these energies, like the Wisdom Keepers, the Connie Oracle, I find them like quite big energies, and also the weavers. Oh, look at these colors. Love it. Shaman Weaver of Oceans, Vessel. I love this turquoise. It's wonderful how we have talked a lot with my husband about living at the sea, because I've been living at the sea for 9 years when I was living in Australia, and I really miss it. This is something I never considered myself a sea girl until I started actually living at the sea, at the ocean, and it was just incredible. And we read an article that people at the sea are happier, that there is a lot of micro elements in the air, that it makes us feel more healthy and just stronger. And I was just thinking, I so love to be at the sea. So this amazing keeper called Vessel is a shaman weaver of oceans. And a vessel, you know, a ball, it could be a blessing ball, it could be a symbol of being a vessel and being able to, you know, like let the spirit work through you. You have this beautiful expressive color of the throat chakra with this turquoise and green, so this beautiful spirit expression through you. And I know that all sounds very new agey and vague, but to be honest, I operate with this kind of language just because the language falls short. I don't know how to express it in any other way. I'd love to be more poetic and maybe more grounded, I'm not sure, but I hope you know what I mean. Like, I just really want to feel in August this open to receive, and also being able to um, be open enough for other people to drink from me, you know. So this vessel, shaman weaver of oceans, also reminds me of this healing effects of water and of healing effects of expressing emotions in a supportive way, you know. And she seems like she can take it, she can listen. Okay, so in the beginning of each month, and this is what I usually do, that's how I incorporate some powerful oracle decks with my work, but also I use other oracle decks like Sacred Creators Oracle kind of constantly, you know, just playing, adding them to tarot readings, pulling them for other people, for my clients. I also want to share with you that in my shop on Etsy, I focused on a few readings that are astrology based, and one that I love particularly is this life purpose reading, which is quite extensive, and I have to prepare for it beforehand. It's not something that I just sit down and record out of my head. I have to actually do some research and astrological preparation for this reading, but it's a very extensive reading. It's kind of like a mixture of wounded healer, Chiron reading, life nodal axis, also the like something about your talents and your blockages and your Chiron. So this reading is very extensive, and it's I think quite practical also, not only inspiring but also practical. And then other readings a bit shorter, so we can focus mostly on the Chiron or mostly on your nodal axis. I also would love to introduce some new readings soon, but for now I think the astrology and tarot mix, I find it really works really well for me and for my reading style. And from the feedback I get, I think it's quite good for people also, and they find it helpful and inspiring, and they can relate to it. So for some reason, sometimes, we know most of these things, but when you kind of have your suspicions confirmed, that gives you some level of peace, and that allows you to start to embrace, like, your intuition, your knowing, and to work with it. Okay, and one more thing which I wanted to share before I say goodbye is to say how much I admire those kind of big names in our tarot business, like Kelly and Maddox, or Ethany, or Avalon, or Kelly from The Truth and Story, that they come up with so much material and with so much input. Like right now, I really hit the hurdle. Like, I don't feel like making so many videos. I don't really feel like Instagram. I don't feel like challenges. I kind of not force myself, but I have to really kind of struggle to enjoy it so much as I used to a month ago or 2 months ago. I think it's connected to the summer period and all of this, that it's like holiday vibe here in Poland. But I also think that, if you run a business, you cannot just go, I don't feel like it, fuck it. And that's why I kind of look up to these people which I mentioned, to these women, and think like, wow, that this is powerful, this is good work, and this is a constant kind of being on top of the ball, not over the top. I look like Kellyanne Maddox. She doesn't put like 700 videos every month, but she's constant. Ethany is constant, Vix is constant, Imogen Waters is constant. Like, they just put things out, and that's usually interesting stuff. And I'm just thinking, I'm boring, I don't know what to put out. I have no idea what to talk about. What else can I say which wasn't said yet? I know it's a just period of a low, and it will come up, and suddenly I find, oh, I want to share this and I want to share this. But right now I don't feel like I have anything to share, so I'm kind of like making stuff up, thinking, oh, that might be interesting, but is it really? So yeah, thank you to all the amazing YouTubers. And even, I mentioned the big names just because they have been around for a few years, and I think you have to work on this tarot business for a few years to just see and move past those hurdles. Because when I started, and it wasn't really my business so much, it was kind of fun, and I did it when I wanted to, and it was no problem. But right now I also think like, well, I don't want to leave like big gaps and do one like 5 videos in a row, and then for a month nothing, and it's not consistent. And I think people, as like you viewers, they cannot trust, is this person around or is she not around? So yeah, it's sometimes I see all this inspiration around from other people and cooperations and stuff, and I just go like, so right now I'm in this like a low thing, so I have to go slowly. I will, I really respect my psyche and this stage I am. I'm fine with that. I don't expect to be on the ball all the time, but I don't want to drop it too low, so then I don't have to be an atlas and kind of carrying it all the way up. So I want to be professional in this way and kind of provide some material, but maybe it won't be as exciting and as amazing as it could be. But yeah, I kind of go like, you go, ladies, you're doing great. So I'm inspired by people who can do it professionally. Or Arwen Lynch, like, she's been around for so long, and she's recording like all the time. I'm like, I find it quite like amazing. So there you go. So finishing with this, I'm going to be a vessel. I'm going to discriminate between healthy idealism and shitty idealism, and I'm going to try and see things from a bird's perspective. Thanks for watching, and I speak to you soon, I hope. Bye.